Alright. Hello everyone. I'll wait and see when you'll start filing in. Again, the fact that there are already some people waiting, pretty insane to me. So weird, but much appreciated. Hello, I'm starting to see people filing in. Let me know how sound is, guys, like the music and then my audio. Been a while, hasn't it? Yeah, it's been a hot minute. Yesterday when I streamed was kind of the first time I touched my channel in quite a while. But it was a lot of fun. So I'm hoping to do more streams like this over the next few weeks with this game. Oh man, you guys are... I'm seeing confetti, I'm seeing 100%, I'm seeing hearts. How's everyone's weekend been so far? Almost 2 years? Oh my god, has it been that long? Jeez. Miss you? Oh, thank you. That's very sweet. Yeah, it's just like, I don't know, when I moved out here and I started working at Disney TVA, it was, trying to figure out kind of like work-life balance, and all that stuff, and so it's been a hot minute, but I wanted to kind of come back to the channel in some way, because I think I was really starting to feel it. I don't think it will ever be, like, with animation stuff. I think now that I, like, work in animation, I don't think I really want to do any videos on it. I kind of want to just keep that for work now. But streaming video games, I'd totally be down for. Well, yeah. Couldn't watch the whole stream yesterday. Oh, that's okay. Like, we almost went for, like, 4 hours. It was a pretty long time. I don't think I'll go 4 hours today. Maybe, like, around 3 hours or so. I think today is going to be more like grinding and doing a lot of combat stuff, because I think the game's kind of opening up now. So it's not going to be like plot, exposition every bit of the way. But yeah. Is sound okay, you guys? Music's good, I'm good, neither one's like overpowering the other. Hello Ignited Quills, welcome back. Also, hi Sam, welcome back again. Sounds good? Okay, cool. I just want to make sure that reflections is off. Apparently it's like a ray tracing thing. They didn't call it ray tracing though, they just called it reflections with nothing else as a descriptor. So we'll turn that off because apparently that's been bugging some people's games out because I'm running this on Steam. But yeah. It's fine, audio's good. Okay, cool. What kind of video games do I like? Well, I do like RPGs, which is why I like the Persona series. But yeah, I'm more of like a one-player game kind of person. I'm not really super big into multiplayer games, so I like, games that just have like a pretty clear story. I'm a big story person. So like the Persona series, like Legend of Zelda, I don't know, those are like my top two probably that I always go to. But I've been a big Pokemon fan, although I'm starting to get that Pokemon like just burnout, I feel, at this point, as someone who's been with it like as long as they've been alive pretty much. And I know Pokemon doesn't have the best story, but there's just something about it that just keeps bringing me back in. But yeah, I also like the Witcher games. I liked Ghost of Tsushima when that came out a while back. Big Nintendo fan, so I played a lot of like Star Fox and stuff like that, Animal Crossing. But yeah, I kind of want to play more games. Alright, let's see. Here, I'll head back to here. So, kind of like, I guess, a recap of yesterday, if you missed it, and if you've never played Persona 3. Persona 3 Reload is basically like a complete redoing of the original Persona 3, which came out like, I don't know, early 2000s, for the PS2. And so it looks all pretty and nice in the brand new engine that was used for Persona 5, which came out a couple years ago. I played Persona 3 FES, which was like another version of the game. Recap of yesterday. We're a transfer student. We started at a new school, and we find out that some of our classmates have something called the potential, where if they shoot themselves in the head with something called an evoker, they can summon a persona, which is basically like a creature from mythology that is kind of like your other self, and it like manifests and you can fight shadows. So, you know, your typical anime game stuff. So we made it about like 4 hours in yesterday. It was a lot of plot and exposition stuff. I think today we'll probably mostly be grinding and doing a lot of leveling up, because I think the game's kind of starting to open up a bit more. And I also got some tips kind of going forward now with this game. I guess it was actually a good thing that I didn't buy any weapons or armor yesterday from our friend the police officer, because you should save that money to level up like social stats and stuff. So hey Felix, welcome in. But yeah, so I think today will probably be like a more chatty stream, since I'll actually be able to look at the chat and not narrate everything and read everything. Okay, I did get a tip. That we oh no, my cat's trying to attack the people on my monitor, on my screen that are walking by. Suki, no. They're just they're not real. Hold on, come here. Doing so will cause time to pass. Okay, these are our social skills that we need to level up. Depending on what games you play, those will level up. Okay. Oh, okay. 3,000 yen! Okay, hold on. Can I go anywhere right now? Go elsewhere? Okay, yeah, it looks like I have the data myself. Okay. Since I'll be able to keep an eye on the chat more, I'm always down to answer questions about animation industry stuff. I kind of put in the description what I can and can't answer, just kind of like as a general guideline. So take a look at that, but like if anyone has any questions about it, or just like they want tips or advice for animation industry stuff, totally down to answer those. Just check out like the description for what I can and can't answer. Cat loving boy. Friend has a cat. We talked to this kid yesterday. Let's go to this very odd takoyaki shop that has squid with wig, gun, and martini glass.
It's real tasty.
I think. Okay. Yeah, we're 100 yen or 100 HP, 400 yen. Low chance of a side effect. Because you can buy medicine to heal, but you can also buy like food to also heal in Tartarus, so I want to make sure that ingredients are secret. Eating a burger might help with more courage. Grabbing a bite out. Doing so will cause time steps. I just want to check and see what we can do today. Alright, bookstore will open in 4 days. I know that's a social link that we get later. Hi, Matthew's Random Stuff. Welcome in. That guy we've talked to before. Ramen. Okay, yeah, so this is like all the stuff that you can like boost up your social stats with. So if I want charm, I've actually gotten a decent amount of charm just from school, so I'm not sure if I want to do that right now. Sweet shop does nothing apparently. Here, I have not been up here. Oh, I can just walk in here. Too crowded right now? Welcome, sorry, we're full right now. You do takeout. Blah, blah, blah. Please not if you like to buy a family. Cafe? I saw a shiny thing. Twilight fragment. Okay, so these are like keys for the chests. So I have to keep an eye out for those. Net cafe. Use the shared computer at the dorm. Okay. Vending machine. Do any of these heal? SP. Only 5 SP? Hold on. Alright, hold on. Before I do this, I want to go check out the pharmacy and see if they have any SP items, because SP is like super crucial from what I remember in Persona games. That stuff goes like the quickest, so you need stuff to heal it, and those items are usually way harder to come by. Okay. Are you okay? Not feeling bad or nothing. Feel like I've done it all before, you know, every year. Precocious girl. I have a new teacher and he's would I ever meet a Muppet? I mean, sure. Maybe. I think when Amphibia was still airing and when Kermit came to like voice himself in that one Amphibia episode, I think he actually came to Disney TV animation. I was not there at that time. Any SP recovery is nice, especially on the first Tartarus runs. Yeah, SP goes out super quick. It's like he doesn't talk at all, even during lunchtime. I'm a 6th grader. I'll be moving on next year, and I'm stuck with a teacher like this side. Okay, let's check out this vending machine and see what we got. Okay, so it's like, we got a couple SP items. I just want to see what the pharmacy has, if they have anything that's more.
Welcome.
Competition between pharmacies is heating up. Gotta make my store more unique or I'll be sunk. Starting by making Saturdays regular sale days. Ooh, come out. Check this weekend's fun store. Okay. Kinds of recovery items. You want to check their stock on a regular basis. Keep an eye out for their seasonal product
You'll
rotation.
like the new stuff we got in stock. Take a look around, yeah?
Are there any post-toot videos coming here? I don't think right now. I think Sissy, Nikki, and I would like to do post-toot again in some way. I think we just kind of needed a break
swing, ain't it?
from it.
Seems like there's an awful lot of power this year.
Because it was a lot. Okay, hold on. I need this man to stop talking to me while I'm talking. Yeah, I think we just needed a break because, I mean, it was a lot and it was a big commitment just streaming and doing, like, the podcast as much as we did. Also just coordinating with other people, considering the amount of, you know, cast and crew that we brought on. It was a lot, and so I think we just kind of needed to take a step back and have a break. We were also just all busy. And so just coordinating became pretty rough. So I think we just kind of took some time off. But I think we'd like to try to do post-shoot in some way. It may not be like specifically Owl House related. It might be, you know, other people from other shows. But I think it's something that we would be open to. It just probably wouldn't be on such a consistent basis as it was before. Do you remember which episode you first had assistance with on Owl House? As I recall, you're making a post showing your name in the credits. So the first episode I had any involvement with wasn't actually my first credited episode. The first one that I actually had any involvement with was Them's the Breaks Kids. I sat in on a record session with Bumper Robinson, and he was doing some stuff for Principal Bump. And I think that was ADR because we had animation back at that time. And then I also helped our retakes director, Bessie Stamanova. She was the one who picked like where the code spots go, like the little poem things, like those symbols that you'd find in the background. I would help find a place for those with her. So that was kind of like my first involvement, but I think by that point, credits had already been wrapped up. And then the same for Hollow Mind. I sat in on a couple of records for Hollow Mind. I think some with Zeno, some with Nikki, and then one with Matthew Reese, who voices Bellows. They were all doing some ADR, which means that we had the animation back already, and so they were kind of matching like lip flaps. And then I also helped put the little poem spot in there in that one as well. So yeah, that was kind of like my first involvement. And then like the first time I actually got credited was with was it 217 Edge of the World. So yeah, but that was kind of like my first involvement. Most of the stuff I did was with season 3 with like design stuff. Everything looks pretty in this game. Persona is very stylish. Like pretty much Persona 5
When you run your own
onward.
business, you decide what services to provide.
Oh my gosh,
For
this man keeps
example,
talking at me.
I can offer you
Cat
some
food.
free
Ooh, I
life
do remember
advice.
that you can buy
How about it, lad?
cat food for kitties. I feel like revives will be helpful to have. They're just expensive. I won't buy cat food yet. 50? Man, the takoyaki thing was much cheaper for 100 though, so I might do that. Low chance of a side effect. Will I still upload more videos on cartoons? Probably not. I think at
Spring's
this point,
already
just
in
now that I
full
work in
swing,
the
ain't it?
industry. Oh
Seems
my
like
god,
there's
this
an
man.
oven already.
Yes, I'm gonna exit. I'll
Hey.
come back to you later, sir. I think just now that I'm in the industry, I kind of don't want to do videos on it. Specifically like Disney videos and stuff. I mean, I know Owl House was kind of like my thing, and recently after I started, we started post-shoot, so that was kind of like a way for like behind the scenes stuff to talk about. I know I posted a couple YouTube videos on my own, but it was just kind of like a lot of work for me to work like a typical 9 to 5 and then spend like my weekends or like my, you know, Saturday and Sunday like trying to edit videos for episodes that I had already watched and like knew what was going to happen. So it was just kind of weird, and I was enjoying doing post-shoot a lot more, and so I just kind of stopped posting any videos specifically of just me. But I think I'd be down to do more stuff like this, where I'm streaming video games, because I think it's just kind of so far removed from what my job is. But yeah, probably no animation videos, unless it's just kind of like talking about my experience in the industry. But yeah.
It's real tasty.
Okay. This I feel is the best option. Like, I don't know, I feel like 6 might be okay for now. I guess we'll find out.
Drop by again.
And then I'll get some SP items too. Because SP is super crucial. what I think about Owl House series, fan series, because I'm making an Owl House Christmas special. I mean, I know the cast and crew thinks fans like kind of keeping the show going is like really, really cool, and it's cool that the show has that kind of impact to the point where people want to make, you know, I only get two. You know, where they want to make a fan series and stuff like that, or do like fan comics and just kind of, you know, now that the show's wrapped up, filling in blanks on, you know, the lore, and, you know, maybe hopefully, I know when Dana did the Requiem Cafe event last week, you know, she said she was holding out hope that in some way we'll get more content to kind of elaborate on those stories that we didn't get to touch on. And I hope so as well. I think all the cast and crew would like to come back and, you know, revisit that world and those characters and elaborate more on some of the stuff that, you know, sadly we weren't able to address. But yeah, we think it's cool that, you know, fans are doing stuff and that the show means that much to them. Okay, is there anything else I need to do here for now? I just want to find all the vending machines at this point. Are there vending machines at the school? I can't remember. Station outskirts. I can't remember. I'm trying to remember this map. Oh, here's the kitty. I think this is the cat that I can get food for. Here, I can go to the... Alright. Alright, cool. These are the keys that I need. Dark down there. Alright, I'm scared of the dark, apparently. Oh, more kitties! Alright, hold on. Plaza station. Vending machines! I've been up to lately. I'm still at Disney TV Animation, so I was after Owl. I moved to Hailey's on it, still as a PA, and then back in August I moved to Multiplatform at Disney TVA, which is like all their social media stuff. So that's like the Broken Karaoke's, the theme song takeovers, the How Not Draws, all that stuff. As a production coordinator, which has been a lot of fun. I like working with that crew a lot. A lot of them came from Owl House, so it's fun getting to work with some Owl House people again. Oh my god, there's too much here. Let's get some kitty food for that cat. If there was a hypothetical Owl House season 4, what do you think it would be about? I mean, I don't know. That's up to Dana. You know, I know people have talked about like spin-off series and stuff like that, and a spin-off series would be different than an Owl House season 4. In terms of what a season 4 would be, that would be up to Dana and kind of what, you know, lore and world building and all that stuff, like backstory, that she'd want to give and what she'd want to elaborate on in that way. So that'd be up to her. I mean, I think, like, personally, I think it'd be cool to learn more about the collector and the archivist and stuff like that. I think that'd be...
Which ones?
I have no other revives. Besides this, I guess? Guess we'll just have one.
Thanks for coming.
Cures rage, cures charm, cures poison. I can't remember if these statuses go away after a battle. I feel like they do. I don't think we have that
You
much.
made up your
I'm just gonna
mind?
like kind of buy a bunch of
You sure? Thanks for coming.
healing items.
You got everything you need?
Yeah, exactly.
Thanks.
It's still Disney's 100th anniversary? I don't think it is. Wasn't that last year? Wasn't 2023 Disney's 100-year anniversary? What's your favorite Disney animated movie? Okay, they go away when it ends. That's what I thought. As long as I don't die, we'll be fine. Okay. Let's go give the kitty food. Do I have a favorite Disney movie from the classics? I feel like I watched a lot of like Sleeping Beauty, Little Mermaid, and Beauty and the Beast, and Aladdin. And then I think maybe some Peter Pan, based on my memory. In all honesty, I was not like a super huge... Oh, can I even give it to the kitty? I have cat food, though. For fine feeling, can I... Okay, I guess I can't use it. We'll hold on to that later, I guess. Okay, well, guess I'll hold on to the cat food later. Okay. I think we're stocked up for any Tartarus stuff. Usually how these Persona games work, there's certain, days that are, like, important, and we'll have, like, scripted events. And so you want to kind of grind and level up as much as you can before that happens, before you get to the big, important plot stuff. So that's kind of what we'll do. Oh, I can't do the cat quest for a few months? Great. I'll just have that cat food sitting in my pocket. I guess for a bit. Hopefully it doesn't go bad. Okay, let's go back to the mall. Thank God for the great transit system here in Japan that I can do this. I did get a tip to go to the arcade, except I spent all my money. So we won't do that. Everything I can sell? I don't think so. Okay. Hello, Tank Engine Media, welcome. I wonder if there's anything that I can do that'll raise my courage that doesn't cost me money. 800 yen. Damn it! I shouldn't have bought the cat food. Oh, well, I want to do something to raise some sort of stat. I don't want to just end the day. Maybe I can sell something back to the pharmacy guy?
Come on in.
Hi, welcome. Oh, can I not sell stuff back to him? I can only purchase. Cannot sell.
You got
Okay.
everything you need? Come again, yeah?
Where's police guy? Will he take stuff from me?
Good to see you.
Sell item. Ooh, that's nice. How I like. That's the revolver. That's cool.
What'd you bring?
Love the UI. Okay. Could sell for a low price.
How many?
Sell them both.
Sure now. All right. I'll take that.
Cool. Okay.
You finished?
Yeah.
Be seeing you.
Oh wait. Okay. Do I have just enough for karaoke to do my courage? Okay. We're gonna be broke. We have 0 money, but we're gonna raise our social stats. We're gonna be so. Look at us go. Not even moving her mouth. Okay, cool. Courage is going up, which is good. We're gonna get our social stats up. And then we'll grind in Tartarus. Hello, Mitsuru.
Welcome back.
Perfect timing. I'd like to speak to you for a moment. Regarding our exploration of Tartarus, Akihiko is still on the mend, so for now I'd like you to lead the team in combat. You never know when a powerful enemy might appear, like the one you faced the other day. It's best to be prepared, or else you may find yourself in a difficult situation. So whenever you'd like to explore Tartarus, just let me know, and I'll gather everyone here. That is what we're gonna do today. You may now adventure into Tartarus at your own discretion. You can go there by talking to your allies, or by checking the bulletin board in the lounge. Because Tartarus is unavailable until the dark hour, time will pass if you decide to make the journey. Give yourself ample time to prepare beforehand. I spent all my money to prepare. Also, since I'm sure that there are other things you will need to take care of, you have permission to go out at night if you need to. Oh, thanks, Mom. Well, that's it for now. Keep up the good work. Alright. Yes, I'm now free to roam the city at night. Some businesses offer nighttime exclusive items and part-time jobs, so see what you can discover. Okay, cool. Oh my god, so many people are here. Look at this. We bumpin'. Let's talk.
Do you have some time?
Very well for your first night in Tartarus. So what'd you think of it? It was a piece of cake.
Fantastic.
Oh, why, that's absolutely remarkable. Would you like to apply to become the next chairman? Yeah, let's talk to this next. Tartarus just drains me for some reason. You know, the air is thin at the top of the mountain. It kind of feels like that. What about you, Yuki-kun? I don't think I'm so loud. Oh, is that so? Haha, I guess you're tougher than you look.
Isn't that...
Hey, you know that thing that we used to summon our personas, the evoker? Well, I was thinking, why's it gotta look like a gun? I mean, you gotta be a little nutty to point a gun at your head and pull the trigger, you know? Junpei asking the real questions here. Here's Akihiko with his boxing glove. By the way, Officer Kurosawa can't experience the dark hour. He's just an ordinary policeman, but he knows what we do, at least in a broad sense, and helps out where he can. Why does he help us?
Not at all.
Well, I don't know if he knows about our situation, but regardless, he seems to simply be following his own convictions and doing what he thinks is right. He's a good man. You should be glad to have him on our side. Mitsuru! Something the matter? Let's chat.
Oh, right.
You may go out at night, but please use the appropriate discretion. Privilege. And statuses.
All right.
Everyone can go tonight? Let's go to Tartarus. We're gonna be grinding,
Yes.
you guys. Was I a Disney afternoon kid growing up? Honestly, no. I honestly did not watch, like, any Disney. Like, I was aware of Disney shows, but I honestly didn't watch any until, like, Gravity Falls, which means that I was... How old when Gravity Falls came out? What year did Gravity Falls come out, you guys?
As we explore Tartarus, this will be our temporary base of operations. I'm counting on you to take charge during the operation.
During your turn in battle, pressing up will open the tactics menu, which will allow you to change how each party member will act during their turn. Direct commands, yes, will allow you to control their actions. Act freely, definitely not act freely, blah, 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 blah. We're gonna do direct commands, because that's the best. Yeah, I never really watched, oh, I don't have a network here, interesting. 2012, so how old was I when Gravity Falls came out? I was 17 when it came out. So yeah, so I was 17 years old when I started getting more into Disney Channel. I don't know, I just never really vibed with a lot of the stuff Disney did. I found anime at a pretty early age, I feel, and so I just never really vibed with a lot of the stuff that they had on their channel until Gravity Falls. I wish there was a convenience store inside Tartarus. That'd be so great. They could have all kinds of stuff and we wouldn't have to worry about going hungry. I wish Kurojo Group would really make one here. Come on, let's get going. Let me think about it. Don't hesitate to retreat if you're feeling exhausted. It's not best to overexert yourself. A real leader knows when to surrender. Stay here and provide support. Is there anything I can do for you? Check progress. For this, oh, great. Floor 2, baby. Woo! No. What you carry? Some of them look so funny like that. It makes me want to laugh, but it wouldn't be funny if we got attacked while we were laughing, huh? When I get going, let me think about it. And let me check if there's anything else to do in the Velvet Room. Velvet Room. Velvet Room.
Welcome to the. I have been
sorry,
anticipating
Igor, cut you off,
your
my bad.
arrival. The time has come for you to wield your power.
As someone who's never played a Persona game before, is a remake a good place to start? Yes.
My role is to create new personas.
People have been saying, and I agree, that Persona 3 Reload, if you're looking to play Persona 3 specifically, Persona 3 Reload is the best game to start with for that, because it's the most up-to-date, it's in the newest engine, they have a lot of quality of life stuff that they applied from Persona 5 to here, so it's kind of considered like the best place to start to get the Persona 3 experience. The weird thing about Persona 3 is that there were several like releases of this game. There was the original Persona 3, Persona 3 FES, and then P3P, which is Persona 3 Portable, which was on the PSP, and that one actually had a female protagonist that you could play as, and each of them kind of had like different story bits. And unfortunately, this game doesn't contain all of that, but it's pretty much a pretty tried and true, faithful, complete, like, rehaul of Persona 3. So most people would say that this is probably the best Persona 3 game to start with. Persona 5 is also, like, a good one to start with and work your way backwards. Persona 4 would just kind of be, like, the most dated between Persona 3 Reload and, like, the Persona 5 games. Because it had Persona 4 Golden released in 2012 for the PlayStation Vita.
By merging multiple persona cards together, they can
but people are speculating that since this game did really well sales-wise, because this Reload sold like 1 million copies in the first week. And so like people are saying that that will prompt Atlas to do a Persona 4 treatment kind of like this, just completely updating the graphics, like fixing some story bits and writing bits, and just kind of giving it some quality of life stuff, which I would be down with because I like Persona 4 and I'd love to see it in this engine.
One could call it a fusion of personas.
FES has been leaked as DLC. Yeah, I've heard that they might be doing an FES as like a DLC thing, like the answer portion of that. So I guess we'll wait and see what
potential within your persona abilities
gets added with that.
We've never had a guest show this much promise in the past.
Indeed. And by establishing social links, you may be able to create even stronger personas as well.
One time you drew fan art of Bill and showed it to your bus driver, and the bus driver thought Bill was demonic because of the Illuminati and snitched to my mom. Wow. That I don't think any bus driver I ever had growing up when I was going to school, like, was that close with, like, my mom. But, like, isn't that the point of Bill? It's supposed to look like the Illuminati eye?
Oh ho! This shall prove to be most interesting. To that end, as you accumulate cards, please bring them to me.
Okay.
If you wish to learn more about fusing personas in greater detail,
No.
then come talk to me so that I may give you some hints. I will assist you to the
quotes.
best of my ability.
Okay, so a lot of time will be spent here in the Velvet Room, you guys, so get ready. So we can, like, fuse personas together
Welcome to the Velvet Room.
and make new personas. The only ones they have right now are...
Registering, I see.
Orpheus and Asparus or whatever it's called. So we can like register personas, we can fuse them together, and it's basically like Pokemon on steroids.
Will you register it to the I've completed registration.
Okay. And so we can kind of save like certain stats to make sure that when we fuse them, we don't lose their stats forever. What do I get?
too have a purpose to please choose the
I just fused
personas you would like to fuse.
I don't think I want this yet. I don't want Nekomata quite yet.
This would be a wise choice.
And like when you fuse them, they don't look like a fusion of, you know, like the two personas combined, but certain arcana will fuse into other arcanas and create new personas. I feel like if we do enough shuffle times when we're going through Tartarus, we'll get some cards that we can kind of fuse together, or we can just pick some up without even fusing and losing them. Really, bus drivers are just built different. Apparently, I think that's wild that they felt the need to tell your parents about that. We'll select Orpheus. Here, and we'll save beforehand here too. And we'll do a little bit of a grind sesh, you guys. This is what a lot of...
That reminds me.
According to our research, Tartarus is divided into several different regions. If we continue to climb the tower, then we'll eventually reach a spot that leads to a new area. Reaching the that spot should be our first goal. Are you ready? Let's go. Or don't push yourself too hard. You can always use the teleports to return. You can always go back to the highest floor you've reached that day. Yes, here, take this. If you ever find yourself in danger, don't hesitate to use them. Oh! Well, great. You gave me some stuff anyway.
Leader.
Each floor's dimensions may vary, but don't feel compelled to explore every inch of each new layout. Well, guess what, Mitsuru? That's what I'm gonna do. Rushing directly for the stairs is a completely viable strategy. I leave that choice to your discretion. Oh my god, dashing. Yes, okay. Tutorial. It's a lot of Persona in the beginning, is tutorials. Let's see.
Hey, there's a treasure chest.
Lifestone. Okay, yeah. We'll pick up items here. Okay, we'll be good. Ooh, what's this? What is that? Hold on. There's new stuff. Oh, okay. I guess I won't know what that is. Wait, this? Enables escape from most battle. No, it wasn't that. It was something else. A stone fragment that boasts decent strength could sell for... Oh, good. Stuff I can sell. Excellent. Okay. Late response, but the late 2000s were bad for cartoons, as there was barely any good ones. Early 2010s had a resurgence, like Steven Universe, Gravity Falls, Adventure Time. Yeah, that's like what I was watching, was like Steven Universe, Gravity Falls, and Adventure Time. Also got into anime even more during high school. Yeah. I feel if you find anime, like, at a younger age, like, I feel it just... Oh, wow, there's a lot of items that you can pick up here, it looks like. I don't know, it just, like, makes it harder, I feel, to, like, get into, like, kind of the episodic comedy ha-has of a lot of, like, Disney shows.
What's the plan?
So, yeah, I was just never really a Disney kid growing up.
This may be a good test of your skill.
Unknown.
I'll go with.
Alright, let's see if you're weak to fire. This is what happens when you find a shadow. You just throw all the flavors of magic at them and see what hits.
This is our chance.
And then you do an all-out attack, and then you hopefully get a shuffle time. And then that's how you get, like, a bunch of XP and money and personas. Whole party's defense will increase. Okay, well, I'm gonna need some money. I missed shuffle time. Shuffle time was in Persona 3 and 4, and then they got rid of it in Persona 5.
Perfecto. We got ourselves a shadow here.
Oh, I missed it. We're good though.
We got the upper hand.
I love being 30 hours into a Persona game and getting more tutorials. It's so insane, like the tutorials that you get in Persona games. Okay, wind weakness? Okay. Well that's Yukari then. Let's see if physical does anything. Alright, that's you, Yukari. And the music, this is a new song for Persona 3. This is the ambush music, which means if you sneak up on an enemy, and it's super good. Like, I also remember, like, aside from Persona, like, when Breath of the Wild came out, like, people getting, like, oh, hey, Persona, Pixie.
And that's how it's done.
I also love these little all-out attack end screens. And I'm already level 4, look at that, oh my god. Leveling up, I feel, is so much easier in this game.
Do the same thing for our next fight.
I remember grinding was so tedious in this one, it took forever. But yeah, like, not Persona. Whatchamacallit? Breath of the Wild, like, people were getting tutorials like, hey, did you know that you can, like, parry and do backflips? And do a flurry rush? It was really funny, maybe like hours into the game. You'll likely find a plethora of these strange mineral deposits scattered throughout Tartarus. Supposedly these formations are crystallized remains of shadows. There's sure to be useful materials inside them. When you find one, try cracking it open. Breakable object, oh my god.
Alright, let's keep moving.
Tutorial, 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 tutorial.
If only Shadow showed up during class. Then I'd have a legit reason to skip.
Could you
The party
please
banter's
stop
also fun.
thinking nonsense and focus on the upcoming battle?
Oh! Didn't even see that shadow.
2 targets detected. They have the advantage.
We're fine. We're fine. All they can do is just hit us.
Looks like the enemy's weak to ice.
Ice? I have a persona for that. Owl House is just an anime, but without the anime art style. I mean, yeah, I think like Dana took inspiration from anime when making Owl House. But yeah, like, I mean, I wish Western animation did more stuff like anime, like more serialized stuff, just a wider age range as well. If you choose a persona that you already have, then all personas who share the same arcana will gain experience. Ooh, this is new. Oh, I can get XP up. You already have High Priestess personas. Well, but this gives XP to everyone? I think Pixie's a High Priestess persona as well, but I want everyone to level up. So I'll do that for now, but that's good to know.
Let's do the same thing for our next fight.
We got ourselves a shadow.
Yeah, I watched a few animes during my childhood, 2000s. Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh!, Inuyasha, and Dragon Ball Z, so they were my escape into... Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I feel if you're someone who's just more, Oh, you don't even have Agi yet?
Go for the enemy's weakness to win.
Okay, well, I just slash it. Just hit it. Okay. Oh, a miss.
Talking about dodge the attack.
Ooh.
The enemy's down.
I don't think I have
The enemy's
anything
weakness to
down
win.
you, and I don't think I have, like a baton pass thing yet. I think there's something called shift in here from what I've heard, but I don't have access to that yet, so I guess we'll just have to wait. So I'll just hit it until we get back to Hikari.
In this situation,
But yeah, I feel like if you just found an anime from like a younger age, you're probably more geared towards like story beats and elements, which just I feel a lot of Western animation, especially for like kids, like I don't know, I just feel like that doesn't really like exist.
We did it!
Level 5 already. Look at that. We are just
Nailed it. Nice going, Junpei.
cruising through. Ooh, blue. The blue one. Ooh, a Twilight fragment. Excellent.
Down the stairs.
Okay, well, I don't want to go up there yet. I want to explore more. Is there something over here? Yes. Lifestone. Shift baton.
All right, we've covered
Yeah.
everything on this floor.
Okay, time to move on.
I unlock it later, I think. There's a lot of stuff that you like unlock later in this game. It seems that it's kind of like pacing itself out, and it doesn't. Surprisingly, given all the tutorials, you'd think we'd have you know,
By the way,
unlocked all the features, but no. Well, there's more stuff that we will discover. Keep running the record of blah blah blah. After you establish a route, navigating, you should go through any blah blah blah. However, due to Tartarus' changing nature, these records become useless the next time you visit. Okay. More tutorials, you guys. When exploring, you can press L1 to open a mini-map, which is the current location as well as the path you have traveled. It also displays information on enemy and treasure chest locations, so don't hesitate to check it out every now and again after finding the stairs. You can use a shortcut to move to the next floor from any spot. It's worth your while to scour, blah, 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 blah.
it's a treasure chest.
Where? Where?
One teleporter sighted. It'll take us back to the entrance, but I'm down to keep going.
Good, because we
Slow
are.
down for a sec.
No, Yukari, we gotta grind.
I'm itching for some action.
You dodged it. Well done.
What's next?
You still don't have fire. Oh wait,
Can't
it's
stop
weak to
now.
slashing?
Yeah, check this out.
Enemy down. Hit that up, Iori.
Oh, cool, we got a crit. Awesome.
Let's kick some ass.
I think this is like outside of the first scripted event, the first Junpei all-out attack finisher. Pixie. Oh, it's a lover's persona. Okay. I'll take the money. I'm poor. I have nothing. Level 4. Look at this, guys. And we got Agi. Excellent. So now we have fire.
Nailed it. Nice going, Junpei.
Zuno did such a good job with Junpei. Alright, let's see. What else we got? Nothing, nothing. More nothing.
Hey, there's a treasure chest.
And then I see a special locked one on the map. Should probably also heal up.
Dude, ain't that a rare chest?
Ooh. Cool. I want to make sure Junpei is healed up though really quick. 30%. Yeah, there we go. Good. Junpei portrait looked cool for the. Yeah, each character has unique all-out attack. Like,
Running around like a clown.
oh god, oh god. Each character has like a unique all-out attack thing.
Not good.
And it's fun seeing those. Wow, they both attacked the fire guy. Ooh, there's 3 of them. Okay. Alright.
Looks like the enemy's weak to ice.
Cool. Wind, ice. Okay. Except you can't do anything about it, Junpei. So just hit him.
Now's the the time.
Got it.
That's an enemy down. Good job, Takeba.
Oh yeah, Felix. I mean, I've only streamed the past 2 days, so I just wanted to put that I was streaming just to let people know. But those are my first 2 streams, so like, it's not like I was posting before. Typically I just post cool art on there, or like, meg cats. Oh, attack! And this is how you kind of like break the game, guys. Is you keep doing all out attacks and you get a lot of shuffle times, and you win. Ooh, Angel, yeah, we want as many new personas as we can get.
Nailed it! Nice going, Junpei.
Alright, Shadow. Here, I'll heal Junpei up again, since he's our physical attacker.
We got ourselves a shadow here.
But yeah, anytime I like stream, I might post some, just like a quick, hey, I'm going live in 30 minutes or so.
Go for the enemy's weakness to win.
Wind? Okay, well.
Now's the time.
This is you, Yukari. Do your thing.
We can do it.
Takeba, finish the enemy.
In this situation, I won't lose.
That's an enemy down.
Now's the time.
Good job, Takeba.
Attack.
This should end it.
More shuffle time. Alright, money, power slash. I'll probably do more skill cards. Basically, skill cards, if you play Pokemon, they're kind of like TMs. Where you can like get a skill card to teach a persona. I feel early on they're not as good, just because most persona will learn them anyway. It's not until you get like further along that you get some like really like game-breaking moves that you can give to any persona. You can really just kind of make them overpowered. What persona? What are my weaknesses? Hold on, let's see what we got here. Alright, weak to fire. That's not good. Weak to electricity and darkness. Weak to electricity. Oh wait, no. Weak to ice, resistant to electricity, to darkness. Ooh, you're gonna learn Zeo next? Ooh. You haven't played since Xbox added P5. Like, the Persona games are really a lot of fun. I do like them a lot. Let's get Orpheus back in there. Yeah, I remember when like Persona 5 came out. I'd never played a Persona game before. And I missed an enemy. Gotta go back. And I absolutely loved it. It was like the only game that I played for like several weeks, because Persona 5 is also like super long. Most of the Persona games are pretty chunky games in terms of gameplay time. They're pretty linear, but it's just like all the stuff in between that really like adds to the total playtime for it.
Yori avoided the attack. Great show of skill.
Fire.
What to do?
All right, the enemy's down. The enemy's down. You're on the roll. Let's do it.
Is King a furry? Like, does he have like a persona? I guess I'm just wondering the question. Because if you watch the show, you know what he is. I don't want to spoil it for anyone who maybe hasn't seen Owl House or is making their way through it, but only one of each can be acquired once per day. The number of major arcana cards. You acquire the maximum number of major arcana cards, an arcana burst will occur and increase the ranks of your minor arcana cards. Collect as many. Oh, okay. XP acquired from battles will increase until you. Woo! Yeah, we'll do that. We love gaining extra XP. I mean, I think King is just supposed to be a cute little guy. I mean, Dana likes, you know, creature and monster designs and has said that Pokemon was definitely like an influence for her. Ooh, 50. Okay, that's a lot. I feel I'm the lowest right now. I'll take that for now. Where am I going? Oh, great, another enemy. We can just keep running back and forth and keep taking out enemies. But yeah, like Dana said, that monster and creature designs from like Pokemon were kind of like a big inspiration for her. Because I mean, King does look a lot just like Cubone, except with, you know, fur and a fluffy little guy. I think he's supposed to be like a cute little guy.
It's a group of 3. You have the initiative. Looks like the enemy's weak to ice.
Ice. Wind. Let's see. You.
The enemy's down. Good hit. All right. The enemy's down.
This. You hit him.
I have to do this.
Early level grinding, you guys.
I hope you're ready.
I have heard that because of the quality of life stuff, like this game becomes like super easy, like game breaking easy. Start 50%. Ooh. I could use some HP recovery just to save on items for now.
And that's how it's done.
There we go, level 5. Look at that.
This I can fight even better.
New skill. We're just cruising along.
Let's do the same thing for our next fight.
Cool. Alright, let's head on up. So, ooh, birds.
Careful. The enemy's nearby.
Everyone stay sharp. Ooh, okay.
Let's
Okay.
see.
Judging by the frequency of the signal, this is undoubtedly a stronger foe. It would be a wise decision. Oh my god, I can't talk. Wise decision to regroup before approaching. Isn't this one way? That device there. You may be able to use it. Check it out. I don't want to go back. The console is displaying a series of numbers. Oh, this is the one that like checkpoints you. Go ahead and select the first floor on that device. That should be able to bring you back. Okay, cool. Yeah, okay, I remember this now.
I knew it.
I still find it funny how people act as if King is wearing something on his head when it's just his whole head. I mean, I remember there was that charity stream that Dana did a while back, like what, 2 years ago maybe? Of like showing what King looked like without his skull on, and if you Google King without skull, like maybe Dana or something like that,
Those devices are
you'll see what
teleporters.
she
They're
drew.
portals that are all connected to one another.
Oh, you have friends who are furries and who are fans of the show.
Once activated, you should be able to travel between any of the other devices.
I don't think King's a furry. I think he's just a little guy. He's just a
Be
little
sure to activate any you come across.
dude.
They'll be quite useful during future expeditions.
Okay, teleporter means I could travel there, so okay, it's like an auto checkpoint. Sweet. Okay, we're gonna go to the Velvet Room. And we're gonna see if we can fuse some personas to make just like some strong dudes.
Marvelous.
Blah 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 blah. Not too much. Ooh, we're already getting stuff. A Twilight Fragment. Damn, we have so many of these. Elizabeth will occasionally give you a Twilight Fragment as a reward for raising your social stats or establishing new social links. Visit Elizabeth periodically to collect
I'm
them.
looking forward to it.
I still cannot foresee the limitations of your potential. I look forward to witnessing you grow even further.
How may I assist you?
Okay. Fuse personas. We're gonna save who we got. We're gonna register these
Registering,
guys.
I see. Will you register it to the compendium? All
Yes.
registered.
Orpheus is actually pretty close to leveling up too,
Is
so
overriding acceptable?
yes.
I've completed registration.
Excellent. Let's see what we
I
can get.
too. Well then, shall we take a look?
Corneas, Silky. Can I?
This
Can I
power
do?
might be too much for you.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't think I can fuse beyond my level.
This persona is powerful.
Did I finish watching Amphibia? Yeah, I did finish watching Amphibia. I just didn't record it. I was just busy. And I just kind of wanted to take a step back from YouTube. So I never filmed my reactions or any reviews or anything like that. But yeah, I loved Amphibia. Oh, I watched TV. Yeah, of course I watched TV versus Valent. I watched it before anyone else saw it because I work on Multiplatform, so I got to watch that episode. I was boarded by Mike Austin, who boarded on Owl House, so it was fun that he kind of got to go back and revisit those characters again with Luce and Amity. He had a lot of fun boarding it. And it's doing really, really well, too, on YouTube, which is always, like, nice to see. I don't have a Lover's Arcana yet, which means I won't get a boost. I'm wondering if I should just kind of keep, I wonder if I should just keep grinding and
Very
see
well.
how far I can get some of these personas
We look-
and new skills. Did I ever watch Ghost of Molly McGee? I saw a couple episodes of Ghost of Molly McGee and like a couple clips, but I never watched it like all the way through. I did see the ending though. I saw people were tweeting like the clip of the end. It seems like a really good show. I'm sad that it got cut short. Okay. Zio would be a nice skill to have, I feel. Which means I would have to put Pixie here. Just to start out and just do kind of what I do with Pokemon, where you're trying to level them up and you just throw them out first. And you're like, alright, time to get that XP. Let's see, who do I want to give this to? Bump me, just because I'm the main character. And then I'll also give okay, I can only use weird takoyaki during battle. Alright, good to know. Yeah, here, we'll go back to floor 5 and
Salut.
maybe work our way back a little bit to grind. Yeah, it was planned for 3 seasons, and the series finale was always planned from the start, but was written earlier due to the team not being able to. Yeah. Yeah, it's unfortunate. Oh, wait, can I go back? Oh, no, I can't. Alright, well, I guess I'm locked in then. Unless I go from floor 1 and just work my way back up here. Which I'm gonna do, I guess. I just want to grind a little bit more before we face a bigger enemy. Start from the beginning.
Keep your eyes peeled.
Written scripts of season 3, some being out there. Yeah, I heard about that. I feel like, I don't know if those got leaked or not. I feel like I remember hearing about that.
Look at it.
Got canceled due to Disney Plus views not being high within the first few months of airing, which is unfair. Yeah.
The enemy is weak to flashes.
I feel like they don't. I feel like shows need time to, you know, build like an audience. So it sucks like when a show gets cut short because it didn't kind of like have the time to build an audience and get all those views that studios are looking for. Like I wish shows got more time because it sucks when they get cut short like that.
I kick ass, huh? Nailed it. Nice going, Junpei. This really is the school, huh? The layout here looks kind of familiar.
I need items. Give me some items, you guys.
Look at it. Running around.
Time for a fight. Go for the enemy's weakness to win.
Right.
In this situation,
Come on, Persona!
That's an enemy down. Good job, Trigger.
Nice one!
Oh, attack. Okay, well I don't really want skill points, so.
And that's how it's done. Let's do the same thing for our next fight.
Let's see where we're at here. Pixie still has a little bit of a way to go. Morpheus will learn Bash next. I'm like having these flashbacks to like Persona 4 and
Keep your eyes peeled.
5, trying to, you know, level all my personas up before I fuse them so they can get all their skills so I can pass those on to other personas. The system, the
Shadow
fusing
spotted.
system here is wild. With like how you can just make the most overpowered
There's two. Here's your chance to attack.
personas. Nice. Do you know about Pierce?
Looks like the enemy's weak to ice.
Okay, ice. Just shoot it. Just shoot it in the face.
Looks like the enemy's weak to ice.
Ice. Are you both ice?
Looks like the enemy's weak to ice. Nicely done. Enemy eliminated.
What's next?
Is Netflix a better place for making content? I mean, I don't know. I've never worked at Netflix or any other studio outside of Disney TVA.
You won. Now let's move on.
I feel that, I don't know. I feel it's just kind of like a rough time right now. since stuff's getting cut, unfortunately. It's just kind of like a sad time, I guess, right now to be in the industry, but I like working on the multi-platform team and the team that I work with.
Alright, now, back to business.
Give me a thing. Alright.
Shadow spotted.
Oh wait, are they textures?
The enemy's weakness is fire.
It's so hard when shadows look the same. If you play Persona 5, all the shadows look different, like unique. And so it's easier sometimes, I feel, to remember what they're weak to when they're not just blobs or floating pieces of hair. Oh, but you can do,
Can't stop
Agi.
now. Oh yeah, check this out. That's one.
You are taking one down. Go for the enemy's weakness to win.
Had enough of skill.
Oh, and you got the great look at that. Hello, Zelda King. Welcome in. XP increase. Everyone.
Haha, perfecto. Alright, let's keep moving.
Alright, let's see what we got up here. Teleporter, we don't need.
Can we slow down for a sec?
Two
Show
targets.
you what I
You can
got.
handle them.
The enemy is weak to slashes.
Slashes. Okay.
Now's the time.
It's getting a little low.
That's an enemy down. Good job, Takeba.
And I'll let.
Hell yeah. Here it goes for it. And that's that.
Unrelated, but with Amphibian Owl House both being greenlit on February 23rd, 2018, I once asked Dana if TOH was delayed since Amphibia aired 7 months before it, but she said TOH was greenlit months after it. Yeah, I don't necessarily know like how the whole like greenlight process works. I don't work in that department, but from my understanding, it's kind of done in like sets almost.
Haha, perfecto.
So even if something's like announced, like here's our upcoming shows that we're greenlighting, it doesn't necessarily mean that they're gonna come out around the same time. But I think Owl House came out what, like a year? Like not even a year, less than a year, like a couple months after Amphibia. So, but yeah, I just saw that today that it was both those shows were announced to be greenlit, which is crazy to think about because I remember like that day, like when both shows were announced. I tweeted about it earlier, but I was like, I was still working as a lifeguard. I was on break, and I remember like sitting in the guard office, and I remember like being on Discord with friends, just being like, oh my god, both these shows look so amazing, and they were. And it's just been like really crazy to think about how quickly time flies. Let's see here. I really want Pixie to level up. I want to try and get these guys at least a bit higher level, and I also want to get a higher level so I can get some of the more powerful personas. Alright, already got that chest. Amphibia June 2019, Owl House January 2020. Yeah.
Looks like the enemy's weak
Yeah, it was only a couple months apart. But I mean, delays do happen sometimes in shows. Shoot him.
Looks like the enemy's weak to ice.
I'll let you. But yeah, sometimes delays happen for whatever reason. I mean, making a show is really hard. That was the case with Owl House. When I was
One
starting
less to
out.
worry about.
What to do? Never mind.
Oh no, I'm weak.
Down. Get up quickly.
We're fine. We're fine. We're fine.
Do this. Well done. Let's continue exploring.
Justice. I'll just keep doing general XP.
And that's a wrap, folks.
Oh, you watched Amphibia Season 1 as it aired? Yeah, that Amphibia Season 1 aired like in a month, which is kind of insane to think about.
Shadow spotted.
Oh,
What's the
well,
plan?
let me heal up here. Here, I'll give that. I'll have to give that to me here in a minute. I'll hold off on that for a second though. Do an ally. Into an ally. But yeah, Amphibia aired in like 1 month, which is crazy, and I think that's why
You have the
people
initiative.
didn't really find it or discover it, is because season 1 was over just like so quickly. It didn't have time to kind of, you know, build an audience, and I feel it was kind of once Owl House hit hiatus that people hopped over to Amphibia. All these guys are weak to. Good thing I gave Yukari that snuff soul, so she can just knock all these guys down.
In this situation,
That's an enemy down. Good job, Hakiba.
Shuffle time. Ooh! Obtain 2 of the item Mazio gem? Arcana Burst? Ooh, okay. Arcana Burst. When you've collected all the major Arcana cards that can appear in a day, Arcana Burst will occur and you can acquire a minor Arcana card of your choice. During Arcana Burst, the ranks of the minor Arcana cards that appear will increase until you leave Tartarus for the day. Ooh, try activating the Arcana Burst as quick as possible. Ooh, I can get a Bufu skill card. Okay, I can obtain more money. Or I can increase the amount of XP. This is like going forward though, right? Like everything else will be 2 when I encounter it. Yeah? Like, I'm done with healing up a bit for now, since I'm gonna still be, you know, grinding. Oh, look at me leveled up. Look at that. We got Bash. Excellent. Okay.
oh, pretty well.
Where are we at stat-wise? Actually, what's leveling up? I feel like I'm close. Yeah, 131. Oh, maybe not. I lied. I'm still a bit away. That's off. I think getting Fornius might be a good idea, though, so... I don't know if we'll keep going until 7 and then take on birds. I'm assuming most of the people in here have seen Owl House, so I'm curious because I feel that people have come into the show at different points in time, so I'm just curious, like, how everyone discovered the show. Like, where'd you come in? What was your first episode that you watched?
Welcome to the Velvet Room.
Blah, blah, blah.
Registering, I see. Is overriding. I've completed registration. Will you register it to the all registered? Will you register it to the all registered?
Okay.
Very well.
We'll come back later. Also probably want to save here. Since I think we want to add it for a bit. And we'll just do the little gauntlet again. This is a lot of what Persona is, guys. It's grinding, at least on the first day. Just because I like trying to get my levels up so I don't split too much time doing it, because the rest of the time you'll be doing like social link stuff and getting your social stats up. So I like trying to get as far as I can with all the combat stuff, like the first day.
Enemies detected. They're no threat to us.
Yeah, kind of odd that they didn't split Amphibia into season 1 and 2. Since that's what Disney usually does. Yeah, I don't know why it ended up being like that, why it ended up airing all at once. I don't know why they decided to do that, but I'm glad that, you know, the show still found a fan base and was able to get, you know, all 3 seasons and was able to finish the story that Matthew wanted to tell. Should we just get our HP up all the way, guys? Where do we get XP up? We're on low level floors, so I feel like we get that XP up. About halfway through season 1, season 2 hiatus, saw your video about Amity and got me hooked. Aww. I've seen a lot of people say that that's the video that got them hooked into the show, which is like very...
Isn't this the school hallway? Now
I don't know, just like gratifying to hear, just like, and humbling, because I don't know, it's cool that a video that you put out has that kind of impact to get someone into something that they'll like and enjoy. I don't know, it's very cool, and like I didn't think the video was gonna get as big as it was when I initially made it. So again, just a very cool thing to happen with that video. It's my first Owl House one, so I think that's also very cool. Need you to blast him with wind, Yukari. Saw fan art of the series, some video analysis. Drew fan art for the show. Someone posted a contest drawing loose inner drama during 8 months of Owl House running. That's cool. Catching up on the show right after the first season ended. Yeah. I feel after Grom that was also like a really big point. That got people into the show too.
You won. Now let's move on.
And,
Okay, let's keep on exploring.
let's see. I want Pixie to level up. I want Zio. Oh my gosh. But she doesn't have good skills, and she's weak to ice, which is also not super great right now. But I want Zio.
Let's get a move on.
Got into your channel from Owl House. I mean, I don't know. I feel like Disney isn't the kind of company to. I mean, obviously, also just prefacing this. Any views or opinions are my own.
We got ourselves a
Not speaking on behalf of Disney or anything like that. But I feel with Disney, with TVA specifically, I feel like they usually don't do anything with their properties once they end. I feel if anything, if they ever bring them back, it's usually in like books. I mean, look at like Gravity Falls. You're gonna have the Book of Bill coming out soon.
Looks like the enemy's weak to ice.
So like, I don't know. I feel like nothing would happen with it. Some people are like, oh, what if they like try and do like a live action reboot? I feel like the only live action reboot of a Disney TVA show was the Kim Possible movie. I feel like that's also the only example of something like that happening. And I feel like that movie didn't do well enough for them to try and do that again with another IP. So I'm not like super worried about it. I feel if Owl House comes back, I feel it will be through like books or graphic novels or comics or something like that.
Moving on.
And I'd be happy if something like that were to come about.
Shadow.
Hold on, I want to heal. How much is oh, okay, Dia heals a lot. We like Persona 3, but for the original, it's transphobic and had some bigot dialogue. Yeah, I've heard that they've removed some of the, transphobic stuff that is very outdated. Because they, I mean, they were re-recording the whole cast. So I think they were able to take that stuff out, which is good to hear. Which is also kind of why I hope that they do a Persona 4 remake to kind of tweak some of the stuff that was in there that was a bit outdated.
Nicely done. Enemy eliminated.
But yeah, I can't remember if they did that with Persona 5 Royal or not. I remember from Persona 5 to Persona 5 Royal there was discussion about that. Oh, well, good thing I healed right before I got this. I guess I'll take a skill card. Hey, Shadow Proto, welcome. Good to see you back. Thank you. It's nice to be back in some capacity on my channel. There we go. We're going this way. Hold on. Oh yay, lifestyle. Excellent. Here.
Let's get a move on, party people.
Stone. Smells teleporter. Ooh, wait.
One teleporter sighted. They'll take us back to the entrance, but I'm down to keep going.
Yay.
Slow down for a sec. Hey, don't leave me behind.
What's up, Yucatan? You tired already?
Yeah, they recast people. I wouldn't be surprised if the Junpei voice actor thing was one of the main reasons for that. But I mean, I know the main cast for Persona 3 has also just kind of moved on to other stuff. And you know, the game's a bit older, so getting people back might have been hard. But I think they came back in different capacities. But I think since this is just kind of like a redux, just kind of like a revamping of the whole thing, the whole game, I think it was probably just like a good thing to do. To just kind of recast and kind of, you know, bring a breath of fresh air to the whole series. Or at least for the Persona 3 game specifically. I find P3 interesting due to it being darker compared to P4, yet both are good in terms of gameplay and story. I mean, I feel each Persona, at least, you know,
pretty well.
3, 4, and 5, which are the ones I have played, they're each pretty unique in terms of tone and theme, even though they're part of the same, you know, franchise, obviously. But I mean, I think that kind of just shows, like, how strong these games are, the fact that they can be pretty different tonally, but still both be good games. I think it kind of depends what you're looking for.
Looks like the enemy's weak to ice.
I'm getting low on SP.
What to do?
Nicely done. Your enemy eliminated. All right, the enemy's down.
Now's the time.
Let's finish this. Target will finish the enemy.
P2MC and P3 FMC being canonically bisexual. Yeah, I mean, oh no, I don't want to escape, get out of here.
Alright, you won. Great work out there.
That was our first, oh no, we still got a shelf time. I already have a Dia. Yeah, I mean,
You won't have enough
even
stamina.
with, you know, a character in P4, there was a
Running around
potential
like a clown.
romance routes available for kind of like the main protagonist, like, you know, best buddy. And it kind of seems like they just pulled their punch at the end. I mean, I know the writing's done in Japan, you know, and this is Japan like during, you know, early 2000s / early, you know, 2010s. And so I know it's like different culture and stuff like that, and it just kind of makes it this really weird area to be in, looking at that. Just kind of like what their culture's perception is on, you know, LGBTQ+ characters, but especially if they have had characters in the past before that have been, you know, part of the community. It's weird, you know, and especially like when the game's being released in the US and there's like localization stuff like that because they have to translate all the lines. And, yeah, no, it's just kind of weird why some of the decisions were made on certain things, but I'm hoping kind of like with Persona 3 Reload how they're able to kind of rewrite those and just kind of tweak those a bit. If anything happened with like Persona 4, they'd be able to do the same. Are there any more enemies I can fight here? No. I'm getting low, so I might want to try and take out those birds here. Let me register my persona. Am I still only level 6? Come on, I want to get to 7 so I can get Fornius. Everyone got recasted in P3? Yeah, I mean, I think since they were, like, just doing... I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if, like, the whole Junpei voice actor thing was pushing that a bit, because they knew they were gonna have to deal with it anyway, but, like, I'm sure just since this game, you know, was gonna be just such a revamp of the original, if they just decided to recast everybody for it. I mean, like, I like the cast so far. I feel that the essence of all the characters is still there.
Velvet Room.
And for the most part, like, I feel they're pretty spot on, just, like, voice-wise, just, like, being close to how they sounded, originally.
Registering, I
let's
see.
register.
Will you register it to the compendium? I've completed
Yes,
registration.
I want to get to level 7. I want to
Overriding
get
acceptable registered. Will you register it to
my
I've
weird
completed
manta ray guy.
registration.
I too. What kind of persona do you desire?
This power might be too much for you.
I want to get him, though.
Very
Alright,
well.
we'll do a couple more battles, and then
We
we'll
will-
see if we can hit level 7, so we can start. We can fuse Fornius. And then we'll see if we can take on the burbs. Yeah, Allegra Clark's performance is very close to Tara Platt's. Like, honestly, if I didn't know that it was Allegra Clark, I would have just thought it was Tara Platt again, especially since she came back for Elizabeth.
Look at it. Running around.
2 enemies detected. They're no threat to us.
Yeah, Alejandro Saab's close to Liam O'Brien's. I think his voice is a bit deeper, but I think, like, the essence
Keep that up, Iori.
and personality of Akihito still comes through. It's just kind of like an octave lower. Shove time. Get some money.
Be gone. Just kidding.
Let's see what percentage we have with that. I need to remember to keep putting Pixie in so I can
There's a shadow.
try to level her up before I get Zio.
Pay attention next time. Now's the time.
I guess I should have here.
Last one.
Good. That's one less to worry about.
All right. This should end it. That went great.
Nailed it. Nice going, Junpei.
Yeah, Zeno did a really good job in this game. I've really liked what I've heard so far from him. Pixie, why you gotta level up so slowly? Alright, I'm close. I should be able to do like one more battle or so, and then we should be there.
Keep your eyes peeled. There's a shadow.
It will take us here shortly.
You're the enemy. You have the initiative. Looks like the
There's
enemy's
the...
weak to ice.
Oh no, these are weak to ice. Damn.
Just one left.
Talk about finish the enemy.
Go away.
This is our chance.
You're on a roll.
I think Dana plays Persona 3. I don't know. I don't know if she plays any of the Persona games. I know she's been playing Baldur's Gate 3 though. Let's see, level up. Come out. Come on. Yay, Pixie, we got Zio. Excellent. Okay, cool.
Let's do the same thing for our next fight.
Alright, let's swap Orpheus back in since we haven't used him in a bit. And then, where am I at? 10? Okay. We're almost there. Let me take Snuff Soul really quick. Alright. And then do one more fight. And then we should be able to take on those birds.
Look at it.
Two targets. You can handle them.
Time to shine.
Didn't realize that some of the stuff was involved. I mean, I know some stuff that Dana wanted to include, like, but I don't know everything. I mean, kind of like when, you know, you're condensing everything down, you have to, like, rewrite stuff, and you have to omit stuff. Just because of timing and having to condense everything down. So it's like, it's not like we had, like episodes for season 3 written out before the shortening, because we found out, like, partway through season 2, so season 2 is still being written at that time. But they're just kind of like the general guidelines, like storylines that, you know, unfortunately had to be cut. I know some stuff, but I don't know everything, and it's not like there were like full-on episodes written for each one of those. Yes, level 7. Okay, we can get Fornius now.
Haha! Perfecto.
Alright, the teleporter is the next level up. So we'll go up there. And then we'll use Fornius, and then we'll take on the burbs.
Hope we don't run into any creeps here.
They're shadows, Yukari. I don't know what you're expecting. Now let's see if there's anything we can fire really quick. Let me also switch back to Orpheus. I want to try and level these guys up as evenly as I possibly can.
Two weak enemies. You have the initiative. Enemy down. Keep that up, Iori. Good. That's one less to worry about. Come.
All right, a chance for an all-out attack.
A group of people are modding FemC into the game, and it looks really good, only being a few weeks into development. Well, it's not official, it's at least something. Yeah, I saw that, that someone's modding stuff in. I mean, it'd be cool if that was added FemC in the game. But I know it'd be like a pretty big, like, overhaul. That's what I want to do. I mean, I'm gonna need the money.
We did it!
Nailed it! Nice going, Junpei.
Yeah, but like I know it'd be a lot because you'd have to redo a lot of the dialogue when any like pronouns were used. It would be redoing a bunch of like the animation and stuff like that. So like I
All right.
get it, but I think it would have been nice to include her when Reload first released, but I get it at the same time. But I mean, I feel like if they included it as DLC, it would sell pretty well. I feel people would want that. Okay, let's get Fornius.
Welcome to the Velvet Room.
Hey, Potato Slices, welcome in. Let's fuse personas. We'll register all our guys.
Registering, I see. Will you register it to the I've completed registration. Will you register it to the all registered? Is overriding all registered? Is overriding all registered?
Okay. We will
I
fusion.
too. Well then.
And I
This
would like
persona is powerful.
Glorious. Or weird manta ray man.
Please choose what skills to inherit.
Okay. Let's. Okay, he's more of a magic user.
Please choose what skills to inherit.
So I guess Garu. Chance to confuse. I don't think I really need Dia. Use single shot.
It seems no new powers have been bestowed upon you.
I have not unlocked the Emperor yet. Yes. Alright.
Why, this is exciting, isn't it?
I played Mystery Dungeon. I haven't played. I'm trying to remember. I think it was like just the original Explorer or Mystery Dungeon games, like the first ones. God, dude shot me in the head with cards. I am Fornius. Let me just show you a secret chant that will grant you all of my power. So this is a lot of Persona, guys. It's fusing Personas and getting new guys to put on your team. And then you get stronger ones,
You
like
can't
as you keep
control
going.
this
But
one
you
yet.
have to level up. You have to be a high enough level.
This power might be too much for you.
Which is why it's important to grind.
This persona, yes?
I don't want to get rid of Orpheus yet. I kind of want to keep Orpheus as long as I can, just for like RP standpoint. I can just summon him back though.
This persona, yes? Please choose what skills to inherit.
New Bufu.
It seems no new powers
I know, I
have
haven't
been
established it
bestowed
yet.
upon you.
I remember who the
A new
Magician
power
Arcana
emerges.
is though, and I'm not excited about doing that social link. Okay. I am Nekomata. Getting up in years, but I'll do my best to take care of you from now on. Alright, we have a cat lady. And weird
It is a
special season? I can't do that yet.
special
These are like
persona you
three
desire,
Cs.
is it
Ooh,
not?
Arsene. I think I have some of them.
Please take a look.
Yeah, I have the DLC ones. They are very overpowered though.
This persona, yes?
Like, just a level 46 persona, you know, right off the bat. This is the P4 protagonist's persona that he gets in the very beginning. Izanagi is probably like my favorite. I just really like his design. I think he's very cool. But yeah,
This
like
persona, yes?
these are some of the personas you get in the other games. Like some of them are endgame, some of them like are the first ones you get, and they are just super
This
OP.
persona, yes?
Or some of them are like your teammates.
Please take a look.
I'll have to
This persona, yes?
order some of these later. We'll mess around with them
Please
because
take
they're
a
fun.
look. This persona,
Like
yes?
I'm trying to remember which, like some of these.
Please take a look. Please take a look.
Going on.
This persona, yes? Please take a look.
Oh my god. This is also taking me back.
This persona.
I haven't played
yes?
Persona 5 in a hot minute, so it's taking me back.
Please take a look.
We'll have to do
This
like a
persona,
DLC
yes?
Persona.
This persona, yes?
Ooh, you get Loki in this game. Ooh, that's fun.
Please take a look.
Yeah, there's so many personas you can get in this game.
Please take a look.
Gatsu Iganagi. Iganagi fun.
This persona, yes?
Oh damn, this, like, I barely remember this persona since they appeared like at the very
Please
end.
take a look.
Same with that one.
Please take a look.
Yeah. Alright, fun stuff. Let's see, where is only 3% completed? Okay, here, we'll do go by alphabet. Here, I want
Please
Orpheus
take a
back
look.
just for pure RP reasons.
So you'll be summoning this one? May it be
I have a
your
lot of
inner
stuff to
strength.
solo, so we should be okay. Money
Are you
wise.
finished?
Let's
We look
leave.
forward.
From what I remember, who are your favorite characters from the games? Like all the Persona games, or just Persona 3 specifically? Curry's pretty low. Let's see what other. Do you have anything else? Nothing SP wise. Three specifically. I like Akihiko a lot. Yukari does grow on me as time goes on, but I also like Mitsuru. Junpei I remember liking and then like kind of fluctuating with him, but I feel overall like I liked him for the most part. I guess kind of like the main ones you start off with in the group are the ones that I enjoy the most, just because you spend the most time with them and you get to know them, just since you start off with them so early on in the story. But it's also been a hot minute, so I'm trying to remember just kind of like, you know, all the story beats and plot points with them. And in Persona 3, you actually didn't have social links with like your guy teammates, so like Junpei and Akihiko didn't have social links with them, which I thought was weird. I know that in P3P they did. Hello, Luis G. Welcome into the stream. Just curious, but how many NDAs did you have to sign to know about certain things behind the scenes about Owl House, which you obviously can't say publicly, and was it worth it? I mean, NDAs for the most part are just don't say anything about stuff that hasn't aired yet or hasn't been in the works. I kind of feel that after that, like if something is aired or the show's concluded, then there's not really so like much to, you know, not disclose since the show has wrapped. Anything that, you know, story-wise that, you know, cast and crew members aren't talking about, it's, you know, because Dana's holding out hope that we might get additional content in the future, and she doesn't want that out in public. So that way that stuff can be explored in additional content. But yeah, I mean, getting a chance to work on a show was 100% worth it. I would do it again, if, you know, the opportunity presented itself. So, like, I mean, yeah, like, there was no question. I was like, I want to work on the show because I really like it, and it's kind of like a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. But I mean, the main thing was just, like, don't spoil anything, don't post anything of stuff that hasn't been released yet. That's kind of just the main thing. Okay, so we have Fornius there. Alright, well, he's weak to electricity, so I hope they don't have electricity. You're also safe, since we've been grinding for a bit.
Salut.
Alright, I'll go from 4-5, and we will fight burbs.
All right.
Alright, are you ready for the battle? Let's go!
All right.
Oh man, I remember this track.
Is beyond the level of an ordinary shadow. Watch yourselves.
Okay. Yeah, let's do just see what happens. Okay, great, it resists it. Perfect. Okay.
Excellent. Talking about dodge the attack.
I'll give them hell.
All the flavors of magic. Okay, good.
Enemy down.
Okay,
Keep
okay.
that up, Yori.
See.
I'm feeling more confident about this.
Hell yeah! Let's have it, fellas!
Just shoot it.
What to do?
I can actually flip back to... I do want to level up Orpheus a bit more. How'd you find the production assistant job
Nicely
for
done.
Owl
Enemy
House
eliminated.
on the Disney Careers website, or someone recommended it to you?
What's next?
So I was actually getting ready to move out to LA. I didn't secure the job for Owl House yet. It was just like things kind of lined up. My younger sister very randomly got a job offer out in LA, and she was wondering if I wanted to move out with her. I said yes, and I was just hoping to find a job in the industry.
Let's
And
continue
so
exploring.
at that time, Owl House had actually posted some production positions. It was for a production associate and then a production secretary. And so I actually didn't know it was up. A friend showed it to me, and they're like, hey, like, did you know that Owl House has some production positions available? Because they did post them on the Disney career site. A lot of those times, though, with those listings, typically they hire someone internally. They kind of just post them online, I guess to see external applicants who apply, but most of the time it's internal, at least in my experience of going from Owl to Hailey and then Hailey to Multiplatform. It's kind of like you meet with your they're called artist management. Even though I'm not an artist, I work in production, but you meet with them and they kind of let you know what opportunities are coming up soon to move you from one production to the next when your end date's coming up. But with Owl, they had some positions posted, and so I was still in contact with Dana after I did the interview with her and Matt. And so I just kind of let her know that, hey, I'm moving out, I'd be interested in this job if, I'm able to apply for it. And I think at that point they had been interviewing people for a bit for the PA and the secretary position. So she wasn't sure if they had selected somebody yet for the position. But Dana said that I could pass my resume off to her, and then I could pass that off to her line producer on Owl House. And so I sent in my resume, and then I heard back from a Disney TBA recruiter, and this is all in the, as I'm moving my stuff out. And it was I don't know, a day or two after I got all my stuff out, in the moving truck to the apartment my sister and I moved in, that I talked to the recruiter, and they said that the PA position was likely going to be filled, but I could interview for the production secretary position. So I said, yes, of course, I'd love to, work on the show in any capacity. And so I talked with them for about 15 minutes, and then I actually went back to Chicago to get my car and my cats, because I moved all my stuff out, but I still had to get my car and my cats. And so I drove out with my mom, and during kind of like that second trip of driving my car and cats out is when I heard back from the recruiter, and then they were going to set up a meeting with me and the Owl House production team for an interview for the secretary position. And so after I moved my car and my cats out, it was like a day after, I think, that trek, is when I sat down with the production team for Owl House, and I interviewed with them, and it was about, like, I don't know, 35 minutes or so for the secretary position. And then, like, later that day, a few hours later, is when they got back to me and offered me the production associate position. I guess they felt confident enough that I'd be able to do that. Probably because I just knew so much about, like, the show, that I'd be able to help out, like, design-wise and just kind of tracking stuff for episodes, since I was just, like, super familiar with it. But yeah, that's kind of how I got the job. It was just kind of a bunch of stuff just lining up, and just luck, and just kind of, you know, letting...
Nicely done.
I don't know, kind of like... I think, is it Nikki who said this before? I feel like Nikki, who voices Luce on the show, has said that, like, it's kind of like seeds, like you plant seeds. So just kind of like me working on my YouTube channel was kind of like me planting a seed that eventually kind of led to the opportunity of working on the show. You know, and stuff takes time. And, like, the Owl House PA position or secretary position, you know, whatever you want to consider it, like, wasn't the first production positions I applied for, whether it was at Disney or another studio. I think it was just, I was lucky, I happened to be moving out there at that time, and I was just, like, super familiar with the show, and it just kind of lined up into me getting the position. But very, very appreciative and lucky and humbled by the whole experience. So hopefully that answered the question. Sorry, I know that was like a long tangent, but that was kind of the story of how I got the job. Okay, my stunning performance aside, aren't we all of us totally on the same wavelength now? Let's not bring up your stunning performance ever, and I'd rather not be on the same wavelength as you either. Well, why not? Teamwork makes the dream work, right?
Jeez.
Well, I guess you have a point, but let's keep up the good work, Yuki-kun. We're doing good work for a new team. Let's keep up the pace. Right now, Tartarus is the only lead to unravel the mystery behind the Dark Hour. Alrighty, let's just keep on moving. Sounds like quite the eventful few days. Is it normally so hectic? I mean, I was moving from Chicago to LA, so I mean, that's part of the reason why it was just so hectic in that particular case. I feel in most cases people won't be in the process of moving. But I mean, like, the interviews itself, I mean, it was like a 15-minute phone interview with the Disney TVA recruiter, and they were super nice. And I enjoyed talking to them. They were also happened to be moving, like, not, you know, from out of state, but just within LA, just to, you know, a different place in LA, and so we kind of talked about that for a bit. But yeah, and then it was like a week later, it was the interview with the production team. So, like, I wouldn't say it was like hectic. I feel that was like pretty standard, I guess, for most job positions, like when you're interviewing and job hunting. It was just the fact that I was, like, moving between all that made it kind of crazy. So, I mean, if you take that element out of it, I think it was pretty standard.
I guess not all of them are totally weak, but they still don't stand a chance against me. Oop, I spy some treasure.
Let's see.
Doing great, but I'm sure that last one to continue. There's no telling. Damn, is she really telling me that I have to leave? I have to go back? I mean, we are getting kind of low on health and stuff. But I want to kind of just keep grinding. I feel like there has to be one nearby, right? Is she gonna tell me, like, I can't do this? Nope, I can still do
How's
it.
work?
It's seem your enemies grow stronger with every floor despite the imminent danger. It stands to reason we gain valuable experience. Let's continue on. She's like, please don't do this. I'm like,
Hey, let's loot that chest.
We can go a little bit further. Both in Tartarus and just streaming. I probably won't go as long as I did yesterday, so we'll probably find a stopping point here soon. Ooh. Can you, like, turn around? Can you turn around?
Is that?
Take this opportunity. Ooh, shifting. Yes, thank you. Oh my god, this is like the baton pass from 5. Okay. Thank god. Tutorial fight, guys.
All right.
Hi,
Let me
how
tell
are
you
you? I'm
about
doing
a new
I'm a
tactic
big fan.
called
I'm doing good, thank you. Mache.
When you knock an enemy down, shifting allows you to leverage that opening to let someone else take action. Once you do, your offense can follow up with whoever you passed your action to. If you can coordinate well with your team, you'll be able to claim victory with even greater efficiency. You should all be experienced enough to pull this off now. Go ahead
Oh my
and give
god,
it a try.
the Suru, I get it. I've played games before. Okay, shift basically means that after you knock something down, it means that you can
The enemy's weakness is fire. The enemy
also
is weak to slashes.
oh, it's also weak to slashes? Okay, well I'm gonna slash it.
All right, the enemy's down.
It means I can shift to somebody else who's able to take down, oh man, these little animations are so cool. It's cool to see this game, like, get a full-on, you know, like, HD remaster, whatever you want to call it, redone, like, whatever. It's really cool. It looks really, really good. Would I ever want to create my own series? Maybe?
Now let's move on.
I don't think like right now or like in the near future, but maybe further on, I'd be interested in it. It's a lot of work.
Yes!
I see, so basically we're working together to battle more effectively. In combat, you should be as coordinated as possible, put it to good use. Yeah, I mean, maybe down the line, I'd like to. I feel right now I'm just trying to like learn as much as I can. I mean, I've been a coordinator since August. You know, and each production you go on is different. So I think I'm just kind of trying to learn as much as I can and learn as much about the pipeline as I can. Because I feel that, like, if you go to school for animation, I feel like talking about the animation pipeline and like how it works isn't really discussed. Oh no, not me missing.
You dodged it. Well done.
And so like I think that's super crucial and important for up and coming animation hopefuls, is understanding how a pipeline works and
Pull the trigger.
understanding how to make everyone's job easier in that pipeline. Because making cartoons is really hard, you guys. Let's
Yuri's taken one down.
shift.
Looks like the enemy's weak to ice.
But yeah, I mean,
You won. Now
I
let's
don't
move on.
know. Down the line maybe, but not anytime soon for running my own show. I've got a lot to learn still.
Okay, let's keep on exploring.
Kind of want to be a production associate for Disney TVA as well. How can I become one? I legit want to. I just want to find. I would say like, and I mean this is just in general for anybody. I feel like one of the best things you can do is put yourself out there. Whether you're doing art or you're just interested in animation in general, I think one of the best things you can do
everything
is
on this floor.
make connections, and put yourself out there.
Keep moving.
So that way when positions pop up, you can,
We got
you know,
ourselves a shadow here.
your name will kind of be in people's mind already. There's that saying, you know, it's not what you know, it's who you know, and like, well, skills are obviously important.
What to do?
It's also important to just, you know, make connections, meet people, because people will look out for you. I mean, like, look at my experience. I mean, my sister very randomly got a job offer in LA, and she thought of me to move out with her to LA, and my friend is the one who sent me the position for Owl House, and it's because of my connection to Dana from my YouTube channel that I was able to reach out to her and have my resume passed off. I mean, just look at that. I mean, that's so, like, having connections with so many people. You know, 3 people who I knew who were able to help me get that job. So, I mean, like, I would just say that there's a lot of, like, Discord servers for people who are interested in getting in animation. A lot of our designers on season 3 of Owl House, oh man, it's getting rough. Got jobs from Discord because our art director was part of a few animation Discords and was asking people to apply for the position, so that's like where a lot of our designers came from, is through there. So like, find those spaces and find people who have similar interests as you, and you'll kind of be able to look out for each other.
All right, you won.
All right.
Great work out there.
For those kinds of positions and getting in the industry. Like, in terms of skills for PAs, like,
Yours
communication is
taking heavy
very
damage.
important.
He needs help.
Sorry.
Being organized is
Helping a
super
brother out.
important because you're kind of like
We gotta run.
touching base with everybody, and managing kind of like the whole pipeline, the whole process of making an episode. So you definitely want to be organized, communicative, just like an interest to learn. If you're, you know, interested in pursuing something beyond production, like, that's good to keep in mind, because at least on Owl House specifically, the production team was like very open. Ooh, soul drop. With me being able to sit in on different things to see like kind of what everyone does at each stage of the process in the pipeline. If I was interested in learning about, you know, what other people do on the show, whether that be on production or a creative position. So yeah, that would kind of be like my tips, is like putting yourself out there, making those kinds of connections, and just kind of being aware of what skills are needed to be in production. But that would kind of be like my advice. How many people who go to animation school want to learn about how to work the pipeline though? I'm honestly curious. It's not so much wanting to learn about that, it's understanding what you're getting into, because I mean, I went to film school with a concentration in animation, and like, they never really explained about like how the pipeline works and what everyone does at each stage. It's kind of like, okay, you're gonna do a walk cycle, okay, we're gonna do a bouncing ball animation exercise. It's like, yes, that stuff is important, those skills are good to know, but it's also incredibly important to understand where each position fits into the pipeline, and understanding how that works. That's so key, to understand where the position that you want to pursue fits in, and how to best do that position, how to make everyone else's lives in the pipeline easier, especially if you want to be a showrunner. Like, understanding the pipeline is so crucial, because it best helps out your crew, like, and that's so key to making sure that, you know, your crew has the easiest time they can to do their job, so they're not constantly feeling like they're crunched and under, you know, this crunch time and pressure to turn in their assignments and get stuff done. And obviously the showrunner works with the production team, who kind of sets the schedule and tries to buy time and manage time and budget to help out people as much as they can. But yeah, like, learning the production pipeline should be prioritized so people actually understand what they're getting into when they go to a studio, because like, a studio is very different than school.
Found the stairs. Wanna head
And
up?
so also, at least in my experience, a lot of the people who end up teaching classes, and this isn't like shade at people who teach, you know, at colleges and universities for art and film, a lot of them have been out of the industry for a while. And so I feel that they're kind of going based off of what they know, which isn't kind of like how current day animation works, I feel. You know, they're so far removed from what it's like working in a studio now, that, you know, the stuff they talk about may not even be applicable. So I think it's just important, like, and obviously each studio is different, but I think it's just important to know what you're getting yourself into and to know how a studio works and operates and functions, because learning the production pipeline is just crucial at any point if you're looking to pursue a creative field or just go down the production route. I wish people talked about it more and people understood it. But yeah, I think it's super valuable. What if I can't do animation but I can pitch a good series? I mean, there's showrunners who aren't artists. I mean, when I worked on Hailey, the 2 lead showrunners were writers. They're not artistic people. And the 3rd showrunner that they brought on, because Hailey had 3 showrunners, was more the art side of things. So 2 of them were showrunners, like 2 of them are writers, and the other one was the art side. So 3 showrunners in total, 2 of them being writers. And like, you can do that, but I think it's also important to understand, like, if you're writing a series, how that will affect, you know, the art and design of the show and what's feasible. A couple of years ago, when the Owl House crew did the Gallery Nucleus event, after the first special came out, we were kind of going through what everyone did at each stage of the pipeline. And so John Bailey Owen, who was our head writer on the show and had been writing since the very first episode of the show, was like talking about how, you know, there's kind of like a temperature check at each point during the season where it's like, okay, well, we really have to think about how we're writing these, and we have to be conscious of how this will affect design and the board artists, because, you know, you can write something on a piece of paper, but when you actually have to draw it and animate it, it takes a lot of time. And so our lead background designer, Sam Bosma, was just like, yeah, like, how long does it take you to write Big Skeleton? Because, you know, the Titan's corpse, Sam was kind of the one who really built out the world in designing the Boiling Isles and drawing all those bones and the Boiling Isles from all those different angles and this huge Titan skeleton. And it takes a lot longer, obviously, to write, you know, or to draw a giant Titan corpse versus just writing it, you know, on a script. So it's like being mindful of that. This is, again, where production pipeline and understanding the process is super important, because you don't want to overwork your artists and your team and make something that, like, isn't even feasible to do. So yeah, like, it's possible, like, to pitch a show, if you're not, you know, a storyboard artist or a designer or an animator, but I think just being mindful of how your story will impact and the workload that you're putting on your storyboard artists and your design team is super important for your shows. I'll recover using cost SP, blah 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 blah.
It's a treasure chest.
I actually never really worked with Eden on Hailey. I know she was the dialogue director, but Hailey had a very different pipeline process.
The way the shadows wriggle and squirm, so gross.
The way Owl House worked.
Like they were ripped right out of a nightmare.
Hold on, I don't want to talk over the party banter. That's so important. The way Owl House worked is I was kind of involved with a lot of different areas of the show, and that included records and sitting in on records to work with Eden. Like, just to make sure that, you know, the actors had context that they needed for the show. Like, if Eden had any questions about what's going on in the story, I was there to help her out with that, or like taking notes for any line changes or anything like that. So that way our editing team was aware if, you know, they're looking at a script and all of a sudden there's a different line that's there. But on Hailey, I pretty much only worked with the color design team, so I wasn't involved with the records at all. So I didn't get to work with Eden, which was kind of upsetting because I loved working with Eden and sitting in records with her. It was a fun time. It's something that I miss a lot. I'm happy my theory got chosen as an Owl House episode. I don't know what your theory was, but honestly, we don't, like, animation takes such a long time that any episodes that air, we're probably like a year ahead in writing and stuff like that and working on the episodes. So like, I know a lot of people think that, like, even like Luce and Amity, they're just like, oh my god, they, like, people saw, like, fans saw Luce and Amity and they're like, oh my god, I can't believe the crew saw this and they put it in the show. Which isn't how, like, that works. It's really funny that people think animation can be done just like in a couple weeks and it doesn't take like over a year to make an episode. But very rarely does like any fan input have an impact on the show just because of how delayed the timeline is with a show, like an episode airing to the time that it actually is on the, you know, like from the time that it's being worked on to the time that it's airing on TV or Disney Plus or whatever, or YouTube. Let's see.
The enemy's weakness is fire.
Wind, ice, fire. Okay, let's start with this. Oh man, we're getting... I might go back on that teleporter into the save.
Talking about finish the enemy. The enemy's weakness is
Fire.
fire.
I will do this one too.
Come on, I'll show 'em. Two days up to
Okay.
Let's knock this out of the park.
The final recording for the final episode was finalized in January 2023, 3 months before it aired. I assume that's right. No, like, storyboarding was finished, oh my god, like a while ago. Storyboarding, I feel, was finished like 2022. Like, the storyboard artists, like, had pretty much all rolled off by the time I hopped on the show, so storyboarding was done. Design was done and pretty much wrapped up summer of 2022, and then you go into post-production, and post-production is when you get the animation back. Sometimes, like, after we get stuff back in post-production is when you get ADR, and ADR is kind of one of the last things that happens because you're matching lip flaps and stuff like that. So that's something that's a little bit easier to squeeze in, because you're just matching lip flap animation, or if we need to change any lip flaps, it's a lot easier just to send that back overseas and be like, hey, can we retake this and animate the lips this way? But yeah, storyboarding was really wrapped up way before, because storyboarding has to be done before we send it to overseas, and in this case season 3 was animated by Sugar Cube, because that's what they're going off of when they're animating. They're looking at the boards to animate, to make the things move, and they have all the designs that we did beforehand. That's what we ship out. We ship out, like, animatics, boards, scripts, and then designs, and, like, all the color files and all that stuff. So that stuff is, like, done. ADR is when we get the animation back and we're, like, matching, like, lip flaps or, like, efforts, which is, like, the stuff where, you know, someone gets hit and they're going, like, ugh, ah, or, like, screams and stuff like that. Stuff that's harder to, you know, get without a visual indicator to, you know, for the actor to know how they should be reacting or how heavily they should be impacted by a hit or casting a spell or something like that. Yeah, but I feel like the final ADR for the final episode was wrapped up like February for the most part. Yeah, it's like, it's so funny because like it all gets kind of hazy after a bit. Like it's been so long. But yeah, I think ADR for the most part wrapped up like February, like 3 months before it aired. Not that, you know, the episodes were all done and everything like that, but storyboarding and color design were wrapped up like 2022 for sure. Garu. Oh, we need Angel. I already have Angel.
Oh, pretty well.
Okay, is there a teleporter on this floor? I can't remember. Yes, but I don't... I kind of want to keep going. I want to see how far I can get. I at least want to get to another teleporter that kind of locks like a checkpoint.
We got ourselves a shadow here.
Oh, is that it up there? So you knew about the Collector family and Titan Moose back when you came on? Oh yeah, like, I think the only, like, there's these things called pitches, which is like either the director or Dana will pitch the storyboards for an episode, and I think it was like 2 weeks, because I came on like very, very late 2021. I think it was December 2021. Right before like the holidays, right before winter break is when I hopped on out. So it was like I hopped on for a week and then we went on winter break, and then after that is when we had the pitch for the finale, and it was recordings of Dana doing the watching and dreaming pitch. So yeah, so pretty much like 2 weeks into like starting my job, I found out like, you know, how the series was gonna end with the finale and all that stuff. But I mean, I was watching like all the animatics beforehand. It was a wild time. It was a lot of fun though. Just kind of, it's very cathartic just being able to get all of that information all at once. It was kind of just like binging, except some of the animation was done. I think animation was done up until...
What should I do?
I'm trying to think. Any Sport in a Storm, I want to say. So it was Follies at the Coven Day Parade, Elsewhere in Elsewin, and then Any Sport in a Storm. I think were the 3 episodes that had animation done and in back. By the time I was kind of like watching the animatics, like late 2021, early 2022, and then everything else was animatic because we were still waiting to get the animation back from overseas.
Ready to roll.
You're up next.
Hell yeah, let's do it. Time to shine. Give them hell.
Aggie.
Enemy down. Keep that up, Iori.
The one more coven. Yeah, one mores are very important in this game, you guys. It's kind of like how you break the game, because if you just keep hitting weaknesses, you're just getting to do this, and then you get shuffle times, and then you just do it. Let's get more XP. We haven't leveled up in a while, I think.
I kick ass, huh?
Hell, it's go time.
Perfecto.
Ooh, chest. Medical powder. I feel like we're doing okay in health. It's just SP, and that's usually the thing that's the hardest to manage is SP.
Treasure?
It is treasure. Let's get this guy. You're interested in being part of the TBA team? Yeah, I mean, just like keep putting yourself out there and like keep applying, because it will like keep your name in mind.
Looks like the enemy's weak to ice.
Like, and just like keep in mind though that, you know, you're not gonna get like every position, and like those no's are gonna be like really rough. Like they're gonna be hard every single time. I mean, like I said, I applied for other production positions before, you know, I got the one on Owl. Not only at Disney, but other studios as well. And it's like, it sucks not hearing back, or it sucks hearing no. But you know, you just kind of like keep pushing at it, keep trying, and just be patient, and you know, hopefully it'll work itself out. Money.
Let's do the same thing for our next fight.
They're just rancid gravy. Ew.
Hey, there's a treasure chest.
Come on. Hey, there's a shadow though. Oh god, I missed. Okay.
Three targets. They're weak, so let's finish them quick.
Okay, well, this is gonna be my last Garu. At least from Takeda. Let's see if I can find a teleport shortly. We can head on back.
Ready to roll.
You're up,
Hell yeah, let's do this. What's the plan? Last one.
Yuri's taken one down.
It's all yours.
Sure. I'll go with.
Echo Walker.
I'll attack it. More XP. Can I level up soon, please?
Let's do the same thing for our next fight.
Here's the treasure chest. That's here. Distress. What's this? Clock. Doesn't seem to be working now. The clock at the entrance can be used to fully. You can also find clocks on floors you're currently exploring as well as. Activating clock providers. Wait, do I have enough? Yes! We can activate it. We did it, guys. Oh my god. Okay, that's huge. Okay, so we can 100% keep going now. Oh, right. Yay! Probably the next time I find a, another transporter. Well, is the exit? That's fine. I'll probably take a break, call it a day. Cause we've been going for 2.5 hours already, guys. But yeah, a lot of grinding, and I'll see if I can in the future kind of time it out to have grind sessions be off stream, because I know it's kind of repetitive. But it's nice to chat to you guys and just talk about
What should I do?
animation industry stuff.
Pull the trigger. There's We can do it.
Takeda, finish the enemy.
Hey, pick me. Fade to the rescue. What's the plan?
Yuri's taken one down.
It's all yours. Got it.
This is our 10.
You're on a roll.
Shuffle time. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep getting more XP. I'm just gonna see how high of a level I can get. Okay, level 4 on Nakamata. Power slash. Okay, cool.
Haha, perfecto.
What am I doing on cash too, I wonder? Okay, not too bad.
Hey, it's the stairs. Let's get a move on, party people.
Let's see what we got.
Hey, there's a treasure chest.
Man, they have a lot of treasure chests. I feel even more so than Persona?
There's a shadow.
Like, I feel like Mementos had a decent amount, but it seems like a lot. Oh, new enemy, alright.
I have to do this.
Do they not like win because they're flying and... Oh no, they resisted. Okay. Good to know.
Stop me now.
How does Tartarus compare with P3 FES? Oh my god, this is like so much better. I feel like it was such a slog in the original Persona games. It was just very like tedious, I feel. It was just like time consuming. I mean, grinding is time consuming in any game, but it feels like just the quality of life stuff that they've adapted from like Persona 5 has helped it out a ton. Like, this is already way more enjoyable than any of the Tartarus stuff I feel in like the OG. This game is awesome sauce. Yeah, I'm having a fun time with it. It's fun coming back to it. Last time I played like Persona 3 was like Persona 3 FES like 6 years ago when I played it for the first time. So it's been fun coming back and just kind of seeing it all zhuzhed up. Oh my god, so many items, jeez. Yeah, like even just stuff like this, just them offering more items
There's a shadow.
is so helpful.
2 targets. You can handle them.
Fire? Slashing. Oh, damn, Cupid said, fuck you. Shot me right back. Alright. Weak.
Good.
Go.
One less to worry about.
Yeah, shift to me. Yeah, just like this shift mechanic and being able to directly control the party members too, huge. Because originally you weren't able to control your party members in Persona 3 or Persona 3 FES. And it was a pain because they would just kind of do like stupid stuff like that would make you lose. So being able to have direct control, being able to do the shift thing is like such, it just makes combat way more fun.
Found the stairs.
Is that everything? Yeah. I played Persona 5. Yeah, it was the first Persona game I ever played was Persona 5, and then I worked my way back through the series. I've played Persona 5 and Persona 5 Royal. Up on 4, it's like a shadowy face on the 5th floor.
We
Okay,
don't see
cool.
that kind of chest often. Let's not pass it up.
Alright, so 11 will be the floor that we'll probably stop at for the day.
Hey, have you ever wondered who's been setting up treasure chests here?
It's a good
no.
point. Yukari. Shoot, Cupid.
Not so fast.
Oh, nice
Excellent.
try.
You avoided it.
Man, I forget how like heavy of a hitter Junpei is.
I'll go with.
Yeah, I got Bufu. Yeah, Martin Kieran for it. Yeah.
One less to worry about.
Yeah, it's really nice being able to have the direct controls over the party. It just like makes it super frustrating because like I've heard that they had the party control themselves like as like fitting with the theme that there's certain things that you can't control in life. Like I get it, but when you know your team's just doing really stupid stuff that's causing you to lose, not fun. Like I feel like you shouldn't have to lose and get some game overs that aren't necessary
Hey, doesn't that chest look kind of different
to
from
fit
the others?
thematically with the game. Because then it just gets frustrating at that point. Alright, we'll open this. Okay, cool. Got a card. I don't think I've been hit with any status effects yet, which is good.
There's a shadow.
Oh, that's what you're doing now. I finished P5R a month ago, now you're working through P3R and then P4G. Yeah, like, they are very addicting. I got into, like, my Persona fix when I first played Persona 5 back in like 2018. And then I worked my way backwards through like Persona 4 Golden and then Persona 3 FES. And so now I'm playing Persona 3 Reload, and it's been so much fun. I think Persona 3 really needed the P5 treatment just because it was outdated with some of the mechanics. And so playing it now is like so much more fun and enjoyable, and also just very pretty to look at. But yes, they're very addicting. So I hope you're enjoying P5R. I feel like I finally beat that around this time last year. I started during the pandemic and then just got busy and distracted with other stuff, obviously, because pandemic times were rough. And I finally beat it around this time last year, and I enjoyed playing through it again. But Persona 4 Golden, I hope when you get to that, you enjoy Persona 4 Golden. I would say that's probably my favorite out of the Persona games. I think I liked the characters the best in that one. Yeah, Shuffle Time. Yeah, I like Shuffle Time here too. Like, originally in Shuffle Time, it would be like
Ooh, I spy some treasure.
like a follow the card kind of a thing where you had to like see the card that you wanted, and then you'd have to, well, it just like took up so much time. I like how they're doing it in this game, where you just kind of get presented with the cards and you pick which one you want. Okay, well, Kari's not much help here for us.
What's the plan?
Yuri's taken one down.
P3 FES wasn't the greatest, especially with Mitsuru when you need her to do so. Yeah, the AI, party AI was not the best. So I'm really enjoying this. I think it's just making combat way more fun, way more enjoyable, especially since, there's parts where you have to grind in this game. So I feel like it's already just so much more bearable and fun. We're just gonna keep boosting up this XP, you guys.
Nailed it! Nice going, Junpei.
What are we doing? Let's go back and get that one enemy before we go off to the next floor, because we'll have another little mini boss. And then after that, I'll probably call it for the day. I've been going for almost 3 hours and doing a lot of grinding, you guys.
Two targets. You can handle them.
Not only the follow the card mechanic, but you also have to be wary of the card having a skull and crossbones, since if you picked that, the Reaper would be summoned quicker. Yeah, they were very ambitious with some of the Persona 3 stuff, and kind of all those mechanics and how they worked.
Let's see.
It was cool ideas. I feel like they were just very outdated, and, outdated looking back now, obviously. And just kind of like made the game harder and more tedious than it needed to be. I know that was kind of like their first, what's considered like the modern Persona games. That was their first venture into that, and kind of like doing this formula that we know now that's been carried through 4 and 5. But yeah. Money. But yeah, like the Arcana Burst thing too, like that's fun that it doubles,
Doing pretty well.
like the level of the cards and stuff like that. That's fun. Yeah, I'm really liking all this stuff so far. How we doing? Doing okay. How early can you encounter the Reaper? Does anyone know?
Found the stairs. Wanna?
Oh my god, it's
Careful.
a lion
The enemy's
motorcycle.
nearby.
save when we get here, and then we'll fight these guys, and then we'll probably call it quits for the day. How many? 5 life stones. 1 soul drop. Trying to think what's better to use right now. Honestly, I don't know. Stop playing halfway through. Oh, you didn't finish Reload, or you didn't finish FES? Everyone's healed up. Let's also register our personas. Cause like I'm trying to remember if there was like a tutorial
Welcome to the
for like kind of how the Reaper works.
Registering, I see. Will you register it to the all registered?
Ah, please choose the personas you would like. Well then, shall we take a look?
This persona is
Oh,
powerful.
I can get brain squid. I didn't finish FES. Yeah, I mean, FES can be a bit rough at times. I'll hold off on brain squid for now.
Very well. We look.
I'll get it later. Yeah, because I feel like there are like tutorials or at least some sort of warning when you're going through kind of like the grind areas in Persona 4 games of just be like, watch out for the sound of chains. Bad things are afoot.
Salut.
Then another floor. 12 or 11. I was in Tartarus for a pretty decent while. It might expedite the process if you go. I don't know. Well, I do not want to fight the Reaper now. I am not one of those people who are like, yeah, let me take it on level 1. Wait, hold on, wait, I didn't save. Go back. It might be mentioned in like P5, but I don't remember. Yeah, I feel like P5 mentioned it. I can't remember if P4 mentioned it. But maybe in this playthrough we'll take on the Reaper a little bit later when I'm feeling a bit more confident that I can actually beat him. I do remember I took on the Reaper in P5R, but like P5R just has some like completely game-busting mechanics. And I also had DLC personas, so I had Izanagi no Okami, and like a pretty much completed compendium. And so if you complete the compendium, like the percentage that it's completed just like absolutely like wipes out enemies and bosses to the point where it's like you can, I think, defeat most bosses in like 1 or 2 rounds. Let's go.
Hell yeah!
Oh, June 13th. Okay, so we have a while before Reaper appears. Okay, good. I just wanted to be aware, so
You're up against a difficult opponent, but if the intel is available, I can help you.
hang out for a while and have to run away.
Attack based on the enemy's weakness. But I can only assist like this when we know the enemy's weakness.
Okay.
I'm sorry, but until you can get more information, you'll be on your own.
Yeah, DLC Persona and P5 and P5R are broken. Yeah, I mean, I got the DLC for this one too, so I have a lot of the broken Personas again. During battle, alright, assist. Works as a shortcut, select one of the blah, blah, blah. Okay, so I don't know anything about you, but I can at least do Agi and these guys.
All right, the enemy's down.
I'll go with persona.
All right, the enemy's down.
He looks red. Let's see if ice works. No. Okay.
Pull the trigger.
All the flavors of magic, you guys. See if wind works. Okay, cool.
Alright, attention. We're not gonna go easy.
Did I pre-order? Yeah, I pre-ordered this on Steam.
What's next?
Well, you can't really do much here, Junpei.
Give
Okay,
'em
let's
hell.
see.
Let's go.
See if Bash does anything. Oh, you bashed me right back.
I'll go with.
Fornius. Nope. Garu. There we go.
Warning.
Yeah, if you pre-ordered
This is our chance. Let's wipe them
Persona
out.
3 Reload, I think it came with some extra stuff, but I think you'd also just buy the DLC separately if you wanted to on any of the systems that it's available on, but it has like a Persona set pack where it has Personas from like 4 and 5,
In this situation, come.
and then like background music and costumes and all that stuff.
You won.
So yeah, so it has like a lot of little things that you can mess around with. Okay, as far as any different, you don't think it'll be the same old thing forever, do you? Only one way to find out. I just want to feel like we're making progress. Same. No point in overthinking things now. All we gotta do is keep moving forward. After all, I've already made up my mind. Oh, look at you all fired up. What's gotten into you all of a sudden? Oh, nothing really. Anyway, enough about me. You gotta keep going, right? Come on, let's get a move on. I will say, I mean, given that...
Every few floors, there's some kind of gatekeeper. They're always stronger and nastier than the last.
Well, seems like after we beat him once, it's adios forever.
I will say with Persona 3, given that I know Tartarus is very unique. Ooh, I don't have 3 of those. I'll have to come back at some point. Yeah, let's head back to the teleporter. And we can save at the lobby. Tartarus is like the main dungeon. I know in like Persona 5 there was Mementos, which is like kind of like Tartarus, where it's like the random, you know, map floors that are kind of just like the grind zones, and then they have the actual dungeons. Tartarus looks a lot nicer, but it definitely is like very samey, where it's just kind of like the grind fest. But I'm having a lot of fun playing it, and I'll look forward to continuing to play it. But I think I'll call it there for today, you guys, because I've been going for about 3 hours now, and it's been a lot of grinding. I might do some more grinding just off stream, just to level up and get a little bit further, but we'll see. And I'll pick a day or two, probably sometime this coming week, to stream during like weeknights. I'll try and stream weekends for sure, but weeknights I'll probably be streaming a little bit later since I have work. But yeah. See, I know the costume DLC has Mitsuru wearing Queen's outfit. Yeah, like each of the characters has like a Persona 5 like equivalent to the outfit that they wear, which is cool. We'll have to try those out a little bit later at another stream. But yeah, I think I'm probably gonna call it here for tonight, guys. So thank you for joining me again and chatting. I love talking shop with you guys about animation industry stuff. But yeah, I'll let you guys know when the next stream that I have is. I'll post something on Twitter or Instagram or something like that. But thank you for joining me again. And I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your night and the rest of your weekend. And I will see you guys at the next stream. Bye!